Judge, but it's followed up by yet another lava bath, because lava has a lot to make up for in these last couple of matches we've seen on DM13. There was not nearly enough suicides and death, and so apparently Judge is going to be its guinea pig for the night. 6 to -2, unfortunately.
Sacrifice.
Yeah. I'm a little bit sad here, because after such close games, to see this crumble, it's a bit disheartening, I would say. But I mean, I can understand it. You know, I think Judge is playing a little bit frustrated, and Gillisack is just loving every moment of it. I mean, he's realized that he hasn't had to do much except for stand there and shoot stuff, because Judge is just kind of playing right into him.
I will point out that Judge has been able to hit some epic rockets, some epic rails, but he missed the jump to red twice in ZTN, and started this map off, really like set the tone for this map by missing a jump to red, I believe. So he's a little shaky on the fundamentals, while he obviously is a great player and has great aim. He just he's not doing the simple stuff as well as he should.
Well, and see, and this is where at some point I would love to like sit down and talk with these players on air to kind of have them like maybe go through like a highlight reel of matches that they've played, and then talk about like what were you thinking at that time, like what was going on, and chances are it might be a matter of, well, I was kind of annoyed and pissed off, and I realized I was missing jumps to red on ZTN, and I wanted to punch myself in my own balls. Thanks, Priest. Now, I imagine that's basically how that would go. Either way, Gillisack just picked up his 8th frag. Judge still at -2, so I'm hoping he can at least get back to the goose egg, as we only have about 3.5 minutes left to go.
Looks like he went AFK, actually. Oh, maybe not.
That might have just been a sigh. A long sigh.
That's some nice plasma.
Yeah, not too bad. Gillisack's lost most of his stack. Judge is done.
Oh, Mega.
Yeah, too risky.
Judge needs a little bit more schooling on the appropriate place for an LG. I mean, he's been whipping it out in all these places, you know, transmitting his position with that sound, and really not being able to do a lot of damage in the few seconds when he's actually able to spring those traps in the first place. So I was really expecting to see more predictive rockets coming out of Judge here, but he really hasn't been throwing them out much at all.
Well, most of the time you can't get a rocket launcher. I mean, the control by Gillisack's been fantastic.
He needs to grab a rocket launcher and run towards the spawn point, so that when he dies, he has a chance of spawning with it. Pro tip, yo.
It's not nice. GG.
Well,
alrighty then.
It's garbage time, and that's GG.
Most of my keys fell off. Alright. Keys, teeth, yeah. Nice reggae expression. Good luck in double a limbs. There we go.
Oh.
Alrighty. So Gillisack will be the victor in this best of 3. Beautiful way to get there, though. Fantastic back and forth between these two players in the first 2 maps. I absolutely loved ZTN. That blew my mind. Unfortunately, DM13 really, from the spawn, Judge had bad luck the entire way. So I can understand his frustration.
Yeah.
And we're going to move on to our final matchup of the night. I'm going to let them know that we are ready to go.
And that, as far as I know, is going to end up being, and this is going to be kind of interesting, Fleischer versus DeHang. I mean, during, the last SG Cup, we actually saw Fleischer winning out against DeHang in one map, and I believe that was T4. which we're not going to be seeing tonight. But Fleischer's been doing some pretty good work lately, I got to say.
Yeah, I think that he's a pretty young guy, pretty cool, and I think that he's kind of a rising star of sorts. We've had a chance to see him play CTF pretty frequently now for the Silent Gamers Cups that we've covered, but I think that there's a lot of room in his game for some amazing stuff as he continues to play and practices and stuff. So, in case you're just tuned in, we are covering the Evil Geniuses Masters Cup Series, sponsored by MSI Notebook. This has been a fantastic online tournament with $3,000 on the line, split between the top 3. And in addition, there's also a notebook from MSI on the line in some sort of exhibition or show match or something like that versus the Hang. I don't really know the details of that, but really props to MSI for putting up the cash and, of course, also throwing out a little bit of hardware for us gamers. So we really appreciate it. And this is just the first step. Quake Live is just the first step. This is a series in several games. They're going to have a chance to see Counter-Strike and Team Fortress 2 and some other game that I always forget. Notebook is spiraled down.
Something more forgettable than TF2, apparently.
The Hang is here. We need Mr. Fleischer. Hopefully he's not in the hospital again.
God, I swear, you guys are just never gonna let that go.
No, we're
Like,
not.
come on, it's almost a year ago, and we've like brought it up maybe 10, 12
I will let it go
times.
when
So
I
much
see him at
shame.
QuakeCon and I get my last quip in. There we go. That's the right time.
Okay.
We gotta bring
Maybe
it
we'll
full
do on
circle.
air.
So let me really quick just say thank you to John Toast Corley. He's the guy that's actually running the Lethal account at the moment, making sure that we get our invites and all that stuff. But let me get an admin in here because the Hang apparently is lag spiking periodically, so we want to get someone here that can pause it. Holy crap, it's StarCraft 2. Thanks, Scoots. My bad, dude.
Something more forgettable.
Like seriously, like the beta ended, and like so I'm not like every single day like biting my nails. StarCraft 2, StarCraft 2, StarCraft 2, StarCraft 2. I put it out of my mind completely, just so I could survive the drought of StarCraft 2 beta. Oh, because the game is so good. All right, yeah. So let's get an admin in here if we can. So I just want to make sure that we don't have any 999 kills here. He says, "You know it." Okay, then we're all set then.
Wow, Rotten Rose is brave. Boiling up cheeseburgers without wearing pants? As one brave woman.
Never mind.
Prepare to fight.
We are going live.
Here we go.
In 5.
MSI-EG. All of the above. Joined tonight by the Hang and Fleischer going head-to-head on T7 right now.
And Fleischer's going to get the rocket launcher to Mega Spawn straight over to an LG. Nice choice there. Although, of course, a lot of times you see players grab the shards. There is, of course, that one yellow armor, but Fleischer doesn't want to give up the position yet that he's in right now. And he wanted to force the Hang out of that room first, because that yellow armor pickup's pretty risky. The Hang, of course, getting everything but a rocket launcher, and he doesn't eat a lot of damage from those rockets, so he's able to back into the red. Still no rocket launcher. He's going to finally pick it up here. But Mega coming up, and Fleischer actually has pretty good rocket shots. The Hang has better ones and a better stack, and he will finally put Fleischer down. So, interesting start. I think that Fleischer was just kind of caught off guard in both times that the Hang entered the room, and finally gets a nice clean pair of rails off of the Hang, and the Hang is now just trying to careen through and get away. Fleischer, though, if he gets hit once, he's done. 92 health, no armor.
Fleischer a little bit more aggressive than he should be here, I think. Going face to face.
Nice
Ooh,
LG.
That's a whole buttload of LG. Even though
Oh
Hang
my
was able
God.
to pick up that Mega, he's not going to survive that. I think he just unloaded about 90 of his clip directly.